Today is August 11th, 2024. Right now I'm trying to sleep. I'm underneath the conductive aluminum mesh screen, and I have Texan R9012 and the Chinese model R911 model radios over my head, absorbing this incoming V2k subliminal messaging, Frey Effect, microwave auditory effect harassment. I have my Wi-Fi unit off. I have my phone in airplane mode, so the mobile signal's off to eliminate all variables scientifically. And what you hear right now is this incoming radio frequency harassment being shot directly at my head. And this is done 24 hours a day and has been done to me since 2015. So it's incoming invisible radio frequency that's shot at my head 24 hours a day as a psyop, as an invisible method of harassment and torture. And in addition to that, there's directed energy pulses, there's remote neural monitoring. It's completely evil and enabled by our representatives, our presidents, law enforcement agencies. So pay close attention to that heavy pulse coming in. And that would be speech that I'd be hearing. That. So that's intercepted Frey Effect, microwave auditory effect, subliminal messaging. When you hear that tempo, it's being shot in at the rate of speech. That's a digital harmonic that's not natural to our environment. And that's pulsed, frequency modulated communication being shot at me as harassment. And it's the middle of the night, I'm trying to sleep, I'm laying down here. So you hear this beam being shot into my head. So that's transcranial stimulation, brain state manipulation, making it difficult to fall asleep. And then there's this harassment communication as well. So there's two different layers of this electronic weapon system used to torture American citizens. It's cruel and unusual punishment. It's being enabled by our representatives, being enabled by our presidents, being done by our military and intelligence community. Something that the police seem to be aware of now, and other enforcement agencies seem to be aware that this is being used illegally to target good people, and to target all types of different good people, from whistleblowers to humanitarians to people that know the truth about science. And when the government tries to misinform people, like the Wikipedia page that's locked, controlled by government moderation, on the topic of microwave auditory effect, for example. I'm being shot with directed energy attack right now. You hear it? They just pulsed it at a tempo that they're communicating at, showing that they're in control of that transmission. And then we've got my auditory effect right up here coming in on this side. So right now I'm hearing next to nothing. I'm getting probably in the 90% absorption from the directed energy assault and the microwave auditory effect, because it's being done with the same type of science. And you hear them pulsing into my forehead right now with that. And I'm not hearing that communication that they're trying to shoot at me. So this is a documentation of a war crime. It's August 11th. About to be August 12th, 2024. This is electronic weapon systems being used on United States citizens. And there's going to be a protest about Air Force and Space Force and the FBI making lists and then targeting people with these weapon systems in Colorado at the end of this month. And this is exactly what that protest is about, and here's evidence that it truly is happening. And they're communicating to me, pulsing me in the head with this shit. So, here's more proof of that being shot directly into my head. It's a message of microwave auditory effect that I would be hearing right now, but we're absorbing it. This is done to me 24 hours a day for 9 years, almost a decade straight of this torture. So I'm getting a shot with a directed energy beam on the left side of my head while I'm absorbing this microwave auditory effect on this side. And these people are monitoring every process, every part of this while they're transmitting. They're trying to see what's working, what's not, how I feel during the entire time, what the capabilities of the system still are as far as remote neural monitoring, etc. What I'm hearing, what I'm not. And I'm really not hearing next to nothing. I recognize their communication in these pulses, and I could tell what they're trying to say in a lot of instances, but it's a lot better than having them just pulse you in the head with their fucked up psychotic thought processes enabled. And that's why the government hand-selected torturers like this that are naturally crazy, just like in MK Ultra, so they don't have to ask them to do as much crazy shit. So these people are naturally crazy with the psychology of torturers, And they're literal terrorists that are terrorizing us with directed energy weapon systems. And I pray to God that they get exactly what they deserve, and every single person going through this gets the compensation that they deserve, which is going to be hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions per person.